Welcome to Mindset Ibezim, where you unlock your best self. Have you ever wondered why you can't stick to your goals, no matter how hard you try? You tell yourself this time will be different, but a few days later, you quit. Why does this keep happening? You start something new. You feel motivated. But after a few days or weeks, you stop. Sound familiar? Well, today, we're going to break down exactly why that happens, and more importantly, how you can fix it. If you've ever struggled with consistency, whether it's in your work, fitness, personal goals, or even something as simple as reading daily, this video is for you. Let's get into it. Why you keep failing at consistency. Most people think it's about motivation or willpower, but that's not true. I've spent weeks researching the science behind consistency, and I finally cracked the code. And trust me, it has nothing to do with working harder. Here's the truth. Your brain is wired to resist change. Studies show that 92% of people fail to keep their goals. Why? Because they rely on short-term motivation instead of building habits that actually stick. Think about the last time you set a goal. Maybe you wanted to hit the gym regularly, start a side hustle, or wake up early. At first, it was exciting. You made a plan, maybe even stuck to it for a few days. But then, life happened. You missed a day, then two, and suddenly, it felt impossible to get back on track. The problem? You didn't set yourself up for consistency. The 3 reasons you're not consistent. 1. You rely too much on motivation. I used to be the most inconsistent person ever, until I discovered this one thing that changed everything. I always thought I just needed to try harder or stay motivated. But motivation is like a phone battery. It drains fast. Instead of relying on motivation, focus on discipline and habit building. Set small, non-negotiable actions that you can stick to daily, even when you don't feel like it. Let's say you want to read more books. Instead of saying, "I'll read for an hour every day," start with just 1 page per day. Over time, 1 page turns into 2, then 10, then a full chapter. 2. Your goals are too big, too soon. What if I told you that setting big goals is actually stopping you from being consistent? Sounds weird, right? When you aim too high from the start, you set yourself up for failure. Your brain resists drastic change. So when you go from 0 workouts to 5 workouts a week, it feels overwhelming. Instead, start ridiculously small. Want to work out daily? Start with 5 minutes a day. Want to write more? Write just 1 sentence per day. The key is to make your habits so easy that you can't say no. 3. You don't have a system. Did you know that consistency beats talent and intelligence when it comes to success? Research shows that people who have a structured system are far more likely to achieve their goals. Create a system. Use habit stacking. Attach your new habit to something you already do. For example, if you brush your teeth every morning, stack a small habit like journaling or stretching right after. Over time, it becomes automatic. One study found that people who schedule their habits, like putting a reminder in their calendar, are 42% more likely to follow through. So instead of saying, "I'll go to the gym 3 times this week," set a specific time and day. I'll go to the gym at 6 p.m. on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. How to fix it and stay consistent. Step 1. Make it ridiculously easy. Remember, small wins create momentum. If it feels too easy, you're doing it right. You don't need to go all in on day 1. Just focus on showing up daily. If you want to drink more water, don't start by saying you'll drink a gallon a day. Just commit to 1 extra glass in the morning. The easier it is, the harder it is to quit. Step 2. Track your progress. Use a habit tracker or a simple checklist. When you visually see your progress, it gives you motivation to keep going. Checking off each day you complete your habit can be surprisingly rewarding. A study found that people who track their progress are 40% more likely to achieve their goals than those who don't. Step 3. Set up accountability. Tell someone about your goal or join a group that shares your interest. Being accountable makes it harder to quit. If you want to start running, find a friend to run with or join a local running group. Knowing someone is counting on you makes it harder to skip. And if you don't have someone to hold you accountable, use social media. Post your progress online. Even if no one reacts, you'll feel a sense of responsibility to stay consistent. Step 4. Focus on identity, not just actions. Instead of saying, "I want to work out," say, "I am someone who exercises daily." Identity-based habits help you stay consistent long-term. The more you see yourself as the type of person who follows through, the easier it becomes to show up every day. Think of it like this. A smoker trying to quit will struggle if they keep saying, "I'm trying to quit smoking." But if they say, "I'm not a smoker," it changes their identity, making it easier to stay consistent. Final thoughts. If you don't fix your consistency problem, you'll never reach your full potential. But if you start small, stay accountable, and build habits the right way, you'll be unstoppable. And here's the best part. Once you master consistency, everything else in life becomes easier. Your fitness improves, your work improves, your relationships improve. Why? Because consistency compounds. If you found this helpful, hit that like button. It really helps. And if you're serious about improving your consistency, check out my next video where I break down the best habits for long-term success. Don't miss it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.